Alright, so this is what I do with audio. So I've uploaded this file to YouTube, then I've downloaded it again through NewPipe as an MP4, and then I've converted it to a WAV, or wave, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm doing now is I'm going through and normalizing all the audio. So we'll grab a piece like this, favorites, normalize, see how it pops up, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this whilst I listen to music. So if I keep talking and things sound retarded, you try seeing how good your voice sounds with a Sennheiser headset on. And I love these headphones, they're freaking awesome. But I would like better ones. Yes, I only bought what my budget could afford. But you see how this is all flat? This is where the stuff is. And this is all you have to do to expose it. I know it looks stupid, but well, if I was trying to do a huge chunk at once, it might work and it might not. Well, it kind of works, but you still got this bit in here. Anyway, moving to this bit over here. Oh yeah, see, I missed a section. I'm going to put music back on and just keep working away, but just watch or fast forward when I get to the good stuff. I'm going to turn down the music so it doesn't get copyrighted. It's a pretty big file. If this shit gets copyrighted, I'll just put it on Rumble or something. I don't like drinking alcohol because it makes me feel good instantly, but life is more than feeling good instantly. Life is about finding what fucking drives you crazy and working on it, so you don't have to resort to substances. But lately, this is the only way I can get through it. I went for a walk to Bendigo Community Health Services today, and then I went for another walk to another place, and I saw this really beautiful woman. Like, oh my god. I couldn't believe my eyes. Absolutely stunning. Like, her hair just fell down everywhere, and yet it also stayed in place. And these glasses that accentuated her facial features. Like, oh. Anyway, enough about my boyish romance moments. Let's get back to what's important. So this is the WAV file, and this is the WAV variable to look at it. You can either look at it in spectral, which I prefer, but it's not good for normalizing. Look at it in WAV format, and you just keep normalizing it. Because you have to get the infrasound or whatever it is out of there. You gotta amplify it. But you can't just do the whole file at once. You have to go from the largest to the next one. Where it starts, where it finishes. So this next part's looking a bit weird, so I'm going to leave it alone for a bit, but the part in here, I think if I normalize it, yeah, it kind of jumps up a bit. I think I will do these two bits like it is, and then just carry on from here. But note when I do this and then look at the rest of it. So I'm going to have to go back here and make sure it falls in line. So, yeah, we're kind of getting there. But you can't normalize the whole file at once. This is why this electronic harassment bullshit is impossible to break out of. You gotta be like 1 to 2 steps at a time. Here's the thing, after you do this, you can do the whole file at once if you want to. I've been trying to share this stuff to look out for Charlie for a while, but it just doesn't really seem to get through. He's probably got enough of his own crap going on. You can't do it to the absolute peak. You gotta leave it alone. It is a painful process. Control Z, undo. Let's find out where it went wrong. So maybe there. So I'm gonna remix this with the file I uploaded originally, which is about drones and weird shit, but this is what this shit is about. This shit is done on purpose to make you look crazy. People want you to look crazy, and they'll do anything to defend it, no matter how much it costs them. And this is why you have to fight back. I'm doing my best to show you how I do this. I don't even know what this file's going to sound like, besides my own voice, which is in it prolifically. I fail to remember words because this shit speaking to me 24/7. Prolifically, I think. This is a rather large piece to chuck in all at once. Yeah, okay. So I might undo that bit and just do piece by piece again. It is a long, arduous process, but it has to be done. It has to be done pretty much perfectly, because the results are going to come out of this are going to probably blow your mind a bit compared to the original video. I think that's about as much as I can be bothered doing at the moment, because there's still another like 6 or 7 minutes left. So let's take it from here. Control C, copy. You can just usually just right click and copy to new if you want, but I like to make lots of separate audio files and work on every single thing individually. I just love to expose this shit. Alright, what's important here is that this is a huge file. What do we got? 8 minutes of audio? Look at the way I've normalized it, look at the way it's come up. It could still use some more. So if we normalize the whole file at once again, look at the way the graph looks now. And now look at it again. Slightly different, maybe, but what we've done is we've collected, all the data, and we've normalized it and we pumped it up, and this is where the fucked up shit begins. Trust me on this one. Right, so I'm not going to plug my headphones in, I'm just going to leave them on my head. Noise reduction. I thought for a while this crap is useless. Control A, select all, capture noise print. Change it to logarithmic. If average pops up, please select it. Play it back. What you want to do is you want to bring these frequencies down just a little bit more than what they are. So a good thing to do is drop this one about here. You can almost hear these guttural kind of screams. It's like it's going to be like a reverse inverse kind of traffic light. That's how you want to bring it down. So we'll start here. Most of these V2K frequencies come in from about 30 Hertz up to about 51 to 52. But then there's the operators and the people doing it. And that's what creates the real problem here with exposing this stuff. Basically, you need to bring this stuff right down, not all the way like that, but something like this. See how it's starting to become audible? This bit right here where my mouse is shaking around, that's my voice, because I'm walking around and talking all the time. So I'm going to apply that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to expose these voices. I could remux this thing in the whole video if I want, but here we go. So if I play this, it doesn't sound like much, right? What I'm going to do is go to effects and go to amplitude and compression, go to hard limit. I'm going to set it to about -20, -4 if we can, but around -3, -4. Set this to about 10 and leave that on about that. lots of different effects and things you can do here. So now I've hard limited it. So let's compress it right down. Now I'm going to turn it up. Let's listen to it again. So that is the V2K stuff starting to come through. If you want it to sit on repeat, you just click on this thing. There's like a loop, and you just leave it on play. Alright. So there's many more things we can do here. One thing we can do is a center channel extract after a frequency analysis. But another thing we can do is the stretch and pitch process. Alright. Now, if I think it's a woman's voice, I'll take it back to -5. If I think it's a man's voice, I'll put it on +5. Creating preview sequence. Let's see. Right. So now you can kind of understand what I'm getting at here. It's an AI program, yet it's still controlled by operators. I have recordings where it says Lucas is in the waiting room multiple times. They get people into this program by beaming high-pitched noises at them 24/7 until it breaks through to your cerebral cortex, and then you get stuck with this shit forever. And they hack all your devices and all your phones, and you're either going to kill yourself or kill someone else. This is how you expose to shit, and I'm still learning more every single day. If you want help, just message or leave a comment. Leave a comment on YouTube or email lucascam@gmail.com. That is my name, and that is a finalized name. If you want my help, I will help you. You don't need money, I will help you.